Hello world, Son of the Soul here, ready to shine some light. Ready to shine some light, man. How you feeling today? How you breathing today? Yo, did you know that every breath you take in life is always a different breath? Since the day you was born, you had a different breath. It's such a beautiful thing, right? That means you're undergoing a new experience with every breath, a new beginning with every breath. Such a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful sunny day. Thank you, Mr. Sun. But the spotlight today is basically about the sun. I just wanna talk about how grateful I am for learning this experience called SunGazing. It's been a year now. It's been about a year now, roughly a year, because I started SunGazing like in the August 20s. I didn't really know how it was gonna go, but when the concept arrived, I was like, whoa, let me just try it out. And here I am 1 year later, and I'm still SunGazing. So that says a lot about how I feel, how much it changed my life, because it literally changed my life. I don't really know where to start, man. You can start with my eyes. Yes, you can definitely start with my eyes. Now, SunGazing changed my eyes. It literally changed my eyes. Lately I've been walking outside without my contacts. I still wear contacts. Now, the reason why I still wear contacts is because I haven't changed my prescription yet. It's actually been almost been a year since I went to the eye doc. And the eye doc, they showed me my diopter, which was negative 4.75. I actually had two prescriptions on my eyes. My right eye was actually a little worse. It was actually negative 5. And another one was negative 4.75. Now, for those numbers, that's pretty it's pretty bad vision. Kind of like Velma and Scooby-Doo. Was that Daphne and Velma? But yeah, it was pretty bad. And my first couple months, like my first 2 months SunGazing, I was only like a couple minutes in, and I went to the eye doctor, and they actually kept both my eyes at 4.75. So the negative 5 was actually a little better. It got a little better. That's the only thing I've noticed so far, because when it comes to my eyes, I kid you not, because I haven't been to the doc because I have to fix my health insurance and stuff. So when I do, I'm gonna show you a number. Like, I'm gonna give you an exact number of how much it changed my eyes, because it literally does. It's like when I put on my contacts now, it's like I can't put it on for all day. I can't put it on all day because it gives me a little headache. It's like I'm wearing somebody else's glasses. It's like I'm wearing my mom's glasses or something. It's crazy. Like, it's real crazy. It's like I'm wearing like reading glasses or something. When I want to read something, when I want to read print on a paper, it's real fuzzy, and it takes a little time to focus in on it, and it just bothers me. I can't keep my contacts on for that long. Now, I went to a new store that did eyeglasses and contacts, and I never knew that there was different sizes of contacts. So I remember that I was looking for my right size, and there was one that really fit, and it felt really good. But now it's like it doesn't even fit anymore. Like, my contacts that I wear, they were 2 week per set, so like I'd have 6 sets. So that was for like my 3 month. That was like for my 3 month phase. For the past 3 months, I had 6 sets. So I will put on a fresh pair, and it's like it's like I already wore it for the 2 weeks already. It already feels like it just needs to get out my eyes. Like, it just feels so uncomfortable. So I'm like, wow, like, what happened? Did my eyeballs change its shape? Because that's the only thing that could have possibly happened. You know. And there's a lot of variables to it too. Like, I don't squint no more. That really stopped. That squinting business stopped. I've been sun gazing, and I've just really been taking care of my eyes. There's a lot of things I do with my eyes to pamper them. And I definitely want to put a video out on that, another video. But yeah, my eyes is just like, and just the thing with colors now, like I'm seeing so many shades of everything. Like, I can't even explain it to you. It's just like there's no red that's the same red. I can't find like two of the same reds. Like, they're all just like, all these colors just all different to me now. Like, all colors now, I look around and it just looks so vibrant. It just looks alive. It's just this. It's crazy, and I never looked around this way, and it just feels weird. I'm like, did I ever look around like this? But I don't know. It's just, there's something about my eyes, But just letting you know that when it comes to my eyes, I'm definitely gonna put out another video when I do go to the doc, and I'm gonna show you my before and I'm gonna show you my after, cause I still got my box, in my old set contacts. So definitely with that, thank you, Mr. Sun. So grateful to you. I'm so grateful that I've been able to see things in a different light, literally. Just sun gazing, it just changed my whole perception of everything. Everything went up for questioning. Everything about my life, how I perceived life, the way I went about life, cause before, I feel like I was very ungrateful. I feel like I was an asshole. I was this person that I was. I don't know. I guess I was just mimicking trends that were around me, but they never served me. It was never who I was. And I came back to my child essence. Thanks to my 2-year-old daughter. She showed me a lot about that child essence. About just being lenient, being free with life, Kuna Matata. And it's just been so amazing. I just got so addicted to learning about my emotions. Before I was this victim. Everything was being done to me. And I was always spiteful in my relationships. And I was always that person that I guess I just didn't really care about anything except myself. I was very selfish, and I don't think being selfish is a problem, because you have to learn to love yourself. But I was selfish. I didn't care about anybody, but I also didn't care about myself deep down, because I didn't bring out the real me, who I was. And I feel like sun gazing, it did that for me. Sun gazing, it just got me doing things I don't usually do. When I started this channel, it was just this sudden impulse to express myself, and it all came from me. Like, it all came from me. I didn't learn about sun gazing like from a friend or anything like that. This was a concept that I just came across. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to stick with it. And I can't even say stick with it, because it was just something that I really felt compelled to do. And I'm just so grateful to that. So with that, thank you, Mr. Sun. Thank you for allowing me to learn to rediscover myself. Because that's pretty much what happened. I rediscovered myself. I used to draw back in the day. This was like back in junior high school. I used to draw, and something with life, it just steered me off that course, and I stopped drawing. I don't even remember when I stopped drawing exactly. But you know, I just realized, you know, I really been sitting on diamonds, because it was something that I really did love doing, and I just remember that. I forgot all about that, and that was just something I just rediscovered again, you know. So I've been starting to draw lately, and drawing and sending out a message. It allowed me to create a brand. It allowed me to create a clothing brand. I started a brand called Solar Plexus. This is my brand. I'm sticking with this all the way through. And I'm so proud of myself, you know. I'm so proud of myself that I've been able to do that. Now, Solar Plexus, I'm going to send a link below, sunlife.shopify.com. Definitely check it out. I just put out one design, but this is something that I've started, and it's been for me, you know. And my girl, she's been with me all the way through, you know. She's always been supporting me, and you know, oh man, I'm just gonna do this, man. You know, I'm so grateful to that. But what else was SunGazing? You know, SunGazing, it allowed me to heal myself, internally. You know, this thing with self-love that I just never knew about, or I guess you could say I've forgotten. You know, because I didn't have really much confidence in myself. You know, growing up, I was pretty skinny. You know, and the start of high school came around, and I started feeling like I had to prove myself, and I was put in these situations where I had to be violent. You know, I used to get into a lot of fights, and it was it just wasn't, you know, it just wasn't me. You know, I used to cut school to go and get into these stupid altercations, and it was I can't even call it stupid altercations, because it's not stupid, because it was there for me to learn, you know. It was there for me to learn that's just not me. You know, I'm just so grateful to that. I'm so grateful to that. And it's just crazy. And oh man, when I look back and I think about myself just a couple years ago, and I see myself now as like, you know, like, who is this hippie? Like, I feel like I'm a hippie now, you know. Like, damn, if I was living in the '70s, like, I'd have the time of my life, because I'm just this hippie now. I'm just all about peace. I'm all about love, man. I'm talking about love from human being to human being, you know, from animal to animal. You know, I'm vegan now. And it's crazy because, you know, a lot has changed since last year, and 1 year ago was when I saw this documentary called Earthlings. Now, the thing with Earthlings, you know, it spread awareness that, like, we are all the same. Like, you know, a dog and me, a fly and me, we're all one and the same, you know. And just having that compassion. Yo, I was watching for like 10 minutes. I'm sitting here in tears, yo. I was like, wow, it's crazy how we've been treating animals. It was just crazy, man. Crazy. And it was almost to a point where, like, I felt like I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop watching it. But that just indicated something that I was just really trying to avoid, because I was contributing to that. I was contributing to that karmic cycle. And I remember once I watched Earthlings, the next day I stopped eating meat completely. I just went cold turkey. You know, I lost so much weight. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I didn't know what I was doing, man. And, you know, last year, you know, I was also watching a lot of videos from Ralph Smart. If you don't know Ralph Smart, look him up right now. If you don't know Ralph Smart, look him up right now. Simple as that. But he basically spoke about veganism, and he was a vegan. He was explaining, like, like what's happening to the world with humans and animals, and how we were separating each other, how we've been separated, and like, our ego just put us on this pedestal. We feel like we had the right to eat them. And my perception now is that we actually don't. But it's crazy because, like, all my life I've been eating meat. I've been eating bacon, pork, chicken. I loved West Indian food. I loved curry goat, curry chicken, man. I used to love that, man. And it's crazy, like, it looks all good and it looks tasty and stuff, but behind that there's just this madness that it didn't sit too well in my stomach. So I just went cold turkey. So when I dropped meat, I guess I was basically vegetarian. And I'm looking at my diet and I'm like, wow, like, my diet, like, there was so much dairy in my diet. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I was eating a lot of meat and a whole lot of dairy. So I didn't like go cold turkey on cheese, milk and stuff. I had to learn. So it was just this process of me learning about new foods and new ways of eating, and it was about January, February is when I finally let go of it all. So I don't eat no dairy, I don't eat no meat. I'm vegan. Like, I'm vegan. And it feels so great, man. It feels so great. Like, my energy's changed, my mood. I've been able to sustain my happiness for a long time. Not saying that, like, you can't be mad or you can't be sad, or frustrated or anything, but it's just so quick how I can just bounce right back. Just me being so addicted to learning about my emotions has led me to all these things. So thank you, Mr. Sun. Thank you for showing me these things, because when I started SunGazing, that's when I came across all this kind of information. It was just crazy, and I just love how my journey is going right now. What else about the sun that I've been grateful to? I always wanted to play an instrument when I was younger. And just something with life that just it just steered me away from that. It just steered me away, and I've been able to just rediscover myself. Now I play the guitar. And it's just awesome. Like, this is self-teaching. I'm not taking any classes or anything. I'm just doing it out of this new passion I got for it. Like, I just really gravitated to it. And just playing the guitar got me listening to all different kinds of music that I don't usually listen to. I've listened to a lot of Metallica. I've been listening to a lot of Daft Punk, man. Florence and the Machine. Yo, it's just, I just been introduced to these new genres of music that I never really tapped into or never really listened to. Not saying that I didn't like music completely, but I was really on rap and really on hip hop, and a lot of dancehall, and reggae, because I used to be a party animal, So I used to love dancehall, love reggae music, But now with those things, I'm conscious of what I listen to now. I've been conscious of what I listen to now, especially to the words. I listen to words and music and how they make you feel, and does it serve you? Does this statement serve me? When I think back and I listen to the music that I listen to, it was always about being a play and just being heartless, basically. And it was mirroring my life. Like, that's just how I was. I was this Casanova kind of dude. Felt like I could just, like, come across women where I just felt lust for them, you know. But deep down, you know, that just wasn't me. Like, I'm actually a lover boy. But you know, somewhere along the line of my life, I forgotten. But just rediscovering myself, it just taught me so much, you know. Especially with having a little girl now, it's just life is just so different now, you know. It's all about love, you know. It's all about compassion, just really big on compassion, you know. Like, I'm not perfect, you know. I'm still learning how to be compassionate, especially in situations that I come across. I'm still learning how to love more, how to be a better communicator, a better lover, how to be a better friend, you know, a better boyfriend, you know. It's just a better son, a better brother, you know. And you know, it's just this whole process that I'm just so compelled to learning and growing from. And I'm just so happy that I just know I just changed so much, man. I just changed so much. And you know, when I started this SunGazing journey, like, all this stuff just started happening in place. Just so much stuff has been happening. Just so much has been happening, you know. And yeah, man, like, the music I listen to changed. Like, even my favorite color changed. Like, my favorite color was blue. I always loved blue. I just wear nothing but blue all the time. Now I got a whole bunch of favorite colors now. Now, like, I love gold, I love green, I love orange, I love red, you know. I love silver, I love, what other color I love? Yellow. I've been digging yellow lately. I've just really been digging yellow lately. But that pertains to solar plexus. That's my thing now, man. It's my thing now. I'm just so grateful that everything happened the way it happened. And you know, that's what this video was basically on. Just my journey so far, and how the sun changed me, you know. And everybody got their own experiences, man. But man, yo, when I read the comments on some of the videos that I made, I'm so grateful that I've been able to connect with people. You know, I've been able to see my reflection, man. I'm so grateful to that. Thank you for those who subscribe and listen to me. You know, this is a handful of people, and I'm just so grateful to that, man. I'm so grateful to that. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. You know, growing up, I didn't really feel like I had a voice, and I compensated that by doing things that just wasn't me, and just feeling that, like, I can change somebody's perspective or just help somebody out. You know, that's just such a good feeling, man. Just such a good feeling. I just love it. So just thank you for that. I'm so glad that I am where I am right now. I was meant to be exactly where I am right now. Exactly where I am right now. I couldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, I used to feel very regretful about things, a lot of guilt that rushed over me after I've awakened. I'm like, wow, you know, like, I just really wasn't me, you know. And now that I really think about it over, it's like, you know, I was meant to go through those things. I was meant to learn from it, and just learning from it, it allowed me to grow. It allowed me to expand. You know, I don't say I'm growing up. I say I'm growing out. I say I'm expanding. I'm constantly expanding. You know, constantly looking to express myself more. Constantly looking to be more vulnerable, more loving. You know, I never talk to strangers. You know, we got this whole idea where you know, can't talk to strangers. You know, like, look what the ego has done. You know, so now we have to approach it with fear. Like, okay, this person is a stranger. I'm not supposed to be talking to him. Like, I grew up in the hood, and like if I don't know you, that was the whole thing. Like, if I don't know you, I don't mess with you. You know, and that was that didn't help. That just kept me closed in this box, you know. Because the people you do know, like, you didn't know them at first. You don't come out the womb knowing anybody, you know. So these were relationships that were built from the ground up. But because of the ego, we say, okay, don't talk to strangers, you know, don't connect. You know, we're human beings, man. Human beings. We're there for each other. That's what we're supposed to do. You know, we walk around in packs, man. We're there for each other. You know, that's my perception now. Everybody got a different perception, but that's just the way I see things now. I look at the sun too much. That's what I see now. That's all I see now. Staring at the sun all damn day. And just with that too, you know, going out to the park, walking barefoot, staring at the sun all the time, like, you would feel like, hey, you know, would somebody be judging me? Like, what am I doing here? You know, this whole thing with caring what people think about you, like I guess it's cool, like, you know, when people are uplifting you and they're approaching you in a positive way, but when it's not, you know, it shouldn't matter. Like, it just shouldn't matter, because, you know, you're your own person, and whatever they think, it's just based on whatever they experienced in their lifetime. So whatever collectively they came across, you know, they try to calculate and, like, okay, this is this person, but it's all perception. It's all subjective. Everybody got their own subjective view, and it shouldn't stop you from doing things that you want to do. See, like, SunGazing, no, I'm just out there, and I'm just doing it for me. I'm doing it for me. It's all for me, you know. I remember I told Mom, I was like, Mom, I look at the sun. She looked at me so crazy. She's like, what are you talking about? She's like, you better stop your foolishness. You just gotta see her face. She just looks so funny when she say this thing like that. But that's how I knew that I was just onto something, you know. When people judge you like that, that's how you know you're onto something. I just love Mom for doing that, because mom's meant to be in my life, because, you know, it allowed me to learn so much more. So she had to be the critic for me to really keep on going, you know. And I just love that, you know. It's all based on perception. Like, you could be pissed, like, oh, why he's thinking about me that way? Why she thinking about me this way? You know, it has nothing to do with you. You know. And I feel like I'm ranting on, but this is basically, you know, my video of what I'm grateful for during my SunGazing journey. You know, and I'm just thankful for the people who watched the video, the people who liked it, the people who didn't like it, the people who, you know, it was just there, and truly it was just for me to learn how to express myself more. And I ended up meeting reflections all along the way, so this is great for everything, man. But yeah, that's about it. That's basically my video, so thanks so much for watching. Love life, because you are the light. Peace.